Hi, this is Meredith Lego. Welcome to my channel on Ascension Science on the expansion of consciousness. And if you're new to the channel, I basically am sharing messages that I'm able to receive telepathically, really when I'm basically meditating, and I write them down from extra dimensional or interdimensional beings. And when I started tuning into basically an ascended master, and then have tuned into other beings, and recently have been connecting with a collective consciousness. And today I'm going to share a message that I received basically about events that are going on recently concerning a lot of the solar energies that have been hitting the planet, and basically what that means, or what that's doing in service to humanity. So this message actually ties to a message I received literally almost a year ago from the day that I received this message. And I will post the video to that particular message that I received. So I'm not sure if it has to do with the timing of the planet around the sun that this particular theme comes up. I'm not sure, but it definitely ties to the solar activity that's been happening, as we've been kind of hitting that solar peak cycle. So the message is that planes of solar light streak across the skies, seeding super information highlights of liquid light plasma in symphonic notes. They seed new frequencies into the dark matter template and re-encrypt the elemental forces on the physical plane. Light dances in the form of music through the ley lines of your planet. High harmonic melodies in accord with the original natural procession of time. Slowly, new forms will manifest. All will be brought into the light, clearing out that which can no longer remain veiled, including all shadow subconscious fears operating at frequencies below the new natural tones. Your collective heart sings a new tone. So this, to me, was an amazing message. It was kind of like an update of what's going on at an energetic level, based upon the massive flares, sequence of flares that have been hitting our planet. And I think maybe a couple of weeks ago, we got like 5 flares in a row or something like that. And sort of interestingly enough, usually when these flares come, I have massive symptoms where I get, strong headaches, and I'm really tired and lethargic. This time, it wasn't quite that bad. I felt pretty energized as the energy was coming in. Maybe that's a positive sign that things are clearing out of the energy body. So let me do my interpretation of this message. So basically, planes of solar light streak across the skies, and that highly ties to the message that I had last week, that basically touched upon the fact that we've got stars in a neural network configuration across the solar system and the galaxy that are starting to essentially increase complexity of information that they're sort of sending amongst each other, not just in the plane that we say, but also connected to stars and other densities as well. So these solar planes of light are streaking across our skies, seeding super information highways, because photons carry information codes. They can carry code. I've done videos on the past of, historically there were computers that used to literally transfer information from one laptop to another through a structured beam of light, essentially. And they don't make them anymore for some reason. I don't know why. I'm sure the internet was the way to go, but but that's how information transferred. And it's being done in the form of liquid light plasma and symphonic notes. So this light, it carries a certain tone or harmonic or a frequency, and they're seeding new frequencies into the dark matter template. So the dark matter template is essentially like, it's almost like the base of which new creation can occur. It's almost like it would be like like maybe an analogy of, hey, you just have a lump of clay. That may not be the best analogy, but out of that clay you can create lots of creation out of clay, or using paint and a canvas. So this dark matter template essentially allows for the fundamental creation to occur, and it's being essentially, because the new frequencies are hitting this dark matter template, which sounded to me like it was happening more in the quantum level. It's re-encrypting the elemental forces on the physical plane of our planet. So it's re-encrypting water, it's re-encrypting air, earth, the crystals inside of the earth itself, the light itself. So light, the information, the light in the form of this new music is actually penetrating and continues to penetrate into the ley lines of our planet. So it has been, for a number of years, as these solar activity has been kicking up. And then the high harmonic melodies are more in accord, if you will. So accord, interestingly, with, like, think about like chord of a note, but also a chord as in a match with the original natural procession of time. Now that's pretty interesting, because what that implies is that we might not have been, historically on a natural progression of time or a procession of time. So there might have been like a timeline that was going down that wasn't in accord with perhaps what was supposed to be happening for this planet. So slowly, as a result, new forms will manifest, which is good. Like all of us, we want things to happen like right away, but this will happen slowly over time, and we'll start to see new manifestations according to this new frequency. But which is just interesting, is that all will be brought into the light, clearing out that which can no longer remain veiled, including all shadow subconscious fears operating at frequencies that are below this new natural tone. So when I say the new forms are going to manifest slowly, is because, during this period of time, we're still going to have to continue to get rid of all this gunk that, again, are, a lot of people on this planet still operating through subconscious fears that have been built up over thousands of years. And, it's hard to purge a lot of that stuff. So that purging will continue to go on, but sounds like it's going to continue to increase in frequency. So I guess we, got to hold on to our seats for that. However, what's great is that the collective heart, so the collective heart of humanity, sings a new tone. So our heart tone is singing out a new tone, a higher frequency, and it's connected to this new frequency that's coming in. So that to me was very exciting. Because almost a year ago, and let me kind of go back to this, I had received the note around the midnight oil comes aligned through the crystalline grid, and higher hopes are centered on this event. So the midnight oil was considered, or I was told that was a dark matter template, which is basically pre-matter template. So it's almost like, a template. It's like the base material from which you can create. And that's when I got the message that I shared last week about the white rose, or the dragon, sits on the throne. She is the apex. She's the healer. Uses the light uses the light in order to heal. And there's a lot of high hopes on this event. So, that happened on 5/25. That's when I got that message of last year. Like I would say at the end of April, I, was touching base and trying to figure out, hey, what's the update with what's going on? And they're like, yep, it's not only that it's happened, but it's holding steady, which is very good. So, the Rasha body and the work that's being done to it is holding steady. And in addition to that, all of this new solar energy that's coming in continues to, seed in new frequencies into that template and re-encrypt the elemental forces of the planet, which is, I think it's a good sign. So I'm very excited to share that. And with that, I will sign off and hope you have a great rest of your day and weekend wherever you are. And I continue to send lots of love. Thanks. Bye.